Hereditary isn't about demons, it's about grief, it's about family trauma, and about a fate that was decided long before the story even began. Everything you see in this film is controlled, every tragedy is planned, and by the time you realize it, it's already too late. At first glance, Hereditary looks like a slow-burn supernatural horror film. But beneath the surface, it's something far darker. This film isn't asking if something evil will happen. It's showing you how inevitable it is. From the opening frame, the characters are never in control. They're pieces in a ritual that has already succeeded. The very first image we see is a miniature dollhouse. This isn't a coincidence. The camera literally moves from a model into reality, telling us one thing: these characters are dolls. They're being watched, moved, positioned, just like the figures Annie creates. Annie believes she's recreating trauma to cope, but symbolically, she's doing exactly what the cult is doing, controlling her family's fate. The true horror of Hereditary isn't supernatural, it's grief. Each character processes loss differently. Annie becomes obsessive, Steve avoids reality, Peter shuts down completely. But grief in this film isn't healing, it's weaponized. The cult doesn't just wait for tragedy, they need it. Because grief weakens boundaries, it isolates, and it makes people vulnerable to manipulation. Charlie's death feels sudden, shocking, and cruel. That's because it is. But here's the truth. Charlie was never supposed to live. She wasn't a child. She was a container. Her body housed a presence that was never meant to stay there permanently. Her death wasn't an accident. It was a transfer from Charlie to Peter. This is why her behavior is unsettling, why she feels disconnected, why she never fits. She was always temporary. Every choice in Hereditary feels personal. But none of them are free. Annie chooses to attend the support group. She chooses to perform the ritual. She chooses to confront her family. But every choice pushes the plan forward. This is the film's most disturbing message. You can do everything right and still lose. Fate doesn't need permission, it only needs time. Steve represents logic. He refuses the supernatural. He demands rational explanations. He tries to keep the family grounded, and because of that, he cannot survive. His death is quiet, quick, unceremonious. Logic has no place in a world where the rules were written long ago. Peter believes the horror begins with Charlie's death. But the truth is worse. The cult never wanted Charlie, they wanted him. Everything leads to that final moment. The silence, the acceptance, the crown. By the time Peter arrives at the treehouse, the film stops being about fear. It becomes about surrender. The scariest thing about Hereditary isn't the demon. It's the idea that trauma is inherited pain, passes through families, and sometimes you don't escape it, you're born into it. The horror was never chasing them, it was waiting. Once you see Hereditary for what it really is, it stops being a horror film and becomes a tragedy disguised as one. If you enjoy breaking down horror films and uncovering what's hidden beneath the surface, subscribe to Scary Film Reels, because the scariest stories are the ones that were never avoidable.